Having picked the bones out of Tranmere, which half did you concentrate on more in your debrief?
Both. There's no getting away. We were good one half and poor the second, so done a little bit of work on it. Midfield was deal with straight balls. So they didn't, not particularly very good, not good play on their part as regards to football, but it was effective, and we didn't deal with the first contacts well enough.
And a couple of the goals came from counter-attacks, and there was a goal against Oxford which came from a corner, which was a counter-attack when the poor delivery. Is turnover ball or sort of counter-attack football the most difficult to defend?
Well, the disappointing thing is we were organised. So in all the... When we lost the ball, we had an overload in our favour behind the ball, if that makes sense. So we had a 3v2, but we didn't deal with the first ball, and then from then we were scrambling. And the same thing with Oxford, the ball got cleared, we had 2 against 1, and we didn't deal with the first ball. So that's something we do need to improve with, because we've been good with the ball, we're moving it around nicely, but there's three facets to a football match. We've got it, they've got it, and the transitional phase where no one's got it, and we need to do the transition a bit better.
So you start this run now of, I think, 4 games out of 5, or in a run of 4 games out of 5 at home. This is the one trip. Have you juggled the week a bit because you've got a Friday journey?
No, not really. We'll go and use Burnley's training ground, so we'll travel up and train to break the journey up. Good facilities. We've done it before, so it's handy that we've got that relationship with them, that we can go and use a top class facility. So the lads will enjoy it as well, because the facilities that are there.
And obviously Stephen Presley's been appointed at Carlisle, albeit only on a half-season deal. I suppose it's a no-motivation situation for their players, because you've got a new manager to try and impress.
I think they're where they are in the league. New manager at the top of the form. I think they've won the last 4 at home, scoring 15 goals. So we're not getting away from the fact it's going to be a tough game.
Have they got a balance of threats?
They actually counter-attack very well. The games that we've seen, they have done it well. The centre forward, Hope's a good player, but good organisation. They sit in when they have to, and they break quickly. And like I said, 15 goals in 4 games at home is a good record in any league.
It's a wide pitch there too, isn't it? I mean, does that make it good for you playing the system that you have played recently?
I think the last 2 games they played against similar formations. So I don't think they'll change much. A new manager coming in, yes, but they've been on such a good run. I don't think he's going to make massive changes or anything like that. So we think we'll have an idea of a system of how they'll play, and it's up to us to try and counter that and employ our game onto them.
Charlie Raglan, you've brought in. Was that an opportunity that you thought, yeah, I'll pounce on that, or was he somebody that you actually wanted actively?
No, it's somebody we went to watch Oxford against Tottenham in the Checker Trade, because we were playing the winner of that game. Me and Russ went, he caught my eye, so then I watched him during the game for 15-20 minutes, just watching things that I want a centre-half to do. He did it. Then we watched another 4 games of his in full from then on, and we liked what we saw. Charlie, and the big thing, that's a good character references, so we know people at Oxford said he's a good character, the same as Billy Walters we knew was a good character, and he wants to come and play. This is the key as well. People sometimes, where we are where we are in the food chain, so sometimes people will be like, oh, do I really have to go there? He wasn't that at all. He's out of contract, he needs to play well, so if he plays well and we win, it works for all parties.
That gives you plenty of choice at centre-back, but it's a high wear and tear position, isn't it?
Well, we've been playing 5 at the back with 3 midfielders in recent weeks, so we have been short in that area, so that's why we've looked to strengthen it.
And what news on Will Boyle and Johnny Mullins in particular, and indeed Long as well? Have you got any further clarity on when they might be available?
Boyle's getting closer. He's still weeks away, but we thought he was going to be a bit longer than what it was. Moles, the skipper's, he's trained I think he trained Tuesday. So he's obviously a little bit short because he's not played a lot of football in the last 2 months. And Longy is back on the grass. He's a real slow burner, Longy, so we're probably looking at still another month at least.
One of the things over the last couple of games, Chris Hussey's been playing on the left side of a 3. Have you missed him as an out-and-out left wing back because of the threat he poses?
Well, how we're trying to play, Chris is a left back, so we want our centre half to step in and basically become a left midfielder and a left back. So there's not a lot of difference to the two formations. Yes, he's got good delivery, but he can deliver from deep. So I don't think it's the be all and end all of we've lost 2 games. It's because Chris Hussey's not been playing wing back.
And just a couple of specifics to finish with. Craig Alcock's position, I know it was an ongoing one. Is any further clarity on that?
As you were.
As you were,
yeah.
Okay. And Ryan Broom, and obviously he's a player you want to keep. You said there had been no firm offers. Is that the same?
Exactly the same. Nothing's changed.